Master Nat, thank you so much for your time and for accepting to share your experiences with us. And please introduce yourself and tell us about your experiences as a yoga teacher. We would like to hear from you, please.
Thanks, Parisa, for asking to speak with me today.
You're welcome.
So my name's Nathaniel. I'm half Australian, half Lebanese. Now I'm 34 years old and I've been practicing yoga for 10 years. I started learning when I was living in Canada 10 years ago. I lived there for a year and I learned a lot. Working at the largest yoga studio in Canada as like a shift supervisor. Right. We used to have up to 800 people come a day in the 3 classes. It's very popular in downtown Vancouver. So I was lucky to get to practice with a lot of really experienced, wonderful teachers and learn a lot. After that I came out to Asia and I've done teacher training in Kopanang in 2012 and advanced teacher training in Bali in 2016. Wow. And I studied also in India in 2014 with Guru Master BNS Iyengar, who's teaching yoga for more than 60 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of workshops and retreats and seminars to learn from different people. And I've been teaching yoga now for 8 years, since 2012. And I've been lucky to work with clients from all walks of life, from children at 3 years old to people up to 70 years old. So a variety of people I've been able to help with their yoga practice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing to hear. And also please tell us how did yoga impacted your life, both physically and mentally?
That's a good question. So yeah, when I started yoga at 24 years old, I think I had a lot more negative lifestyle habits, physical and mental. So I guess like what I think since introducing yoga is it just gives you something more positive into your life, and you're never going to be perfect, you're never going to remove all of your bad habits, but it's something to keep motivating you to improve yourself and to keep evolving and progressing and focusing on positive things in your life. So it's helped me to be committed to bettering myself a little bit each day and to having a more positive and healthy relationship with myself physically and mentally. I guess it always helps me to keep feeling as though I'm trying to be the best version of myself and for the people in my life.
I see. Well, also, has it impacted your different kinds of relationship in life because of the mental calmness?
Yeah, I think that's been a big thing, is as I've become more aware of like my own self-talk through the practice, through meditation, and my own sort of habits and responses and negative thinking loops that I might have had, or self-criticisms and judgments, and I've worked to remove or overcome or make peace with them. It's helped me to become more attuned to the way that other people are relating to themselves and to me, and just trying to understand that everybody is here in the world for the same basic reason, that we just want to live peacefully, live freely, and contribute and have a happy and positive life. So however I can help in my relationship with others to make their life a little bit either less painful or more positive, then that's enough.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And also, do you have any advice for, as a yoga teacher, do you have any advice for people to start yoga and take yoga serious?
Yeah, so my best suggestion to anyone who's looking to start with yoga, firstly, if you have the resources and the funds available, I recommend starting with some private lessons. But I only recommend this if you find the teacher who you really connect with. You need to feel that you trust and respect the teacher, otherwise you're not going to take their advice and their knowledge seriously, and it won't help you properly. So when you find the teacher who, when they're speaking, you feel like they're speaking to you, then that's a good indication that you should trust them to be your teacher for a certain period of time. If you don't have the resources and the funds available to get private lessons, look around online. There's lots of free material and free information, so you can find things too. And then moving from there, the most important thing is just making a small commitment to having a daily yoga practice. This can be as simple and as small as 5 minutes a day doing your breathing exercises and a few of the basic yoga poses and whatever you interpret as being meditation in the beginning. Don't worry about like having the fancy clothing or having a nice yoga mat or something like this. All that yoga is about and starting a daily yoga practice is working on your relationship with yourself and deciding that you're going to withdraw for a short while each day, preferably in the morning, from the world of external activity and responsibility, and be with yourself and focus on developing your relationship with your body, your mind and your spirit. So for anybody who's wanting to get started with yoga, just decide I'm going to start, and don't worry, don't beat yourself up if you have to miss a day of your practice, if you're too busy, you have family or work responsibility, or even if you can't find the motivation to do it, don't worry, no problem. Just decide I'll get back to it tomorrow, and keep pushing yourself to improve and to become a little bit more disciplined. And really, yoga is really about, or developing a yoga practice is about two things. One is self-discipline, to motivate yourself to keep trying. That's all, just keep trying. And the other thing is self-denial, trying to stop yourself from some things like negative thinking habits or negative lifestyle habits, but not to think that they're negative, not to criticize them, because they can fall away by themselves when we keep focusing on the positive and the practice.
Yes, that's very true. Those are very, very valuable words from you, and I really appreciate all of that. It was also inspiring even for me to hear, and I'm sure it will be so inspiring for the viewers. So I really appreciate your valuable time, and thank you so much for accepting to share your experience with us.
Thank you, Parisa.
You're welcome. بسیار سپاسگزارم که در این ویدیو ارزشمند همراه بودید. مطمئن هستم که قدرت کلمات استاد نت برای همه ما بسیار الهام بخش خواهد بود و امید به روزی که شاهد باشیم یوگا اولویت اصلی زندگی تمام افراد باشه. لطفاً در این مسیر الهی و ارزشمند همراه باشید و این ویدیو شگفت‌انگیز و تاثیرگذار رو به اشتراک بذارید. تشکر ویژه و مجدد از استاد نت برای این وقت با ارزش. افتخار بزرگی بود که در خدمت ایشون بودم و امیدوارم که بتونیم در آینده هم از آموزه های ایشون در فرصت های بعدی بهره مند بشیم. همچنین تشکر میکنم از آقای توتن و تیمشون برای اینکه اجازه دادن من این ویدیوی زیبا و این عکس های زیبا از استاد نت رو در این ویدیو استفاده کنم. با بهترین آرزوها در ویدیوهای بعدی میبینمتون. خدا نگهدار.